Imagine waking up to silence. No electricity, no internet, no running water, planes grounded, hospitals offline. This isn't science fiction, it's the nightmare scenario that cyber experts say could happen tomorrow. In this video, we'll explore the new front lines of global conflict, where wars aren't fought with bullets or bombs, but with lines of code. This is cyber warfare's new front, protecting critical infrastructure. In 2015, a cyber attack on Ukraine's power grid left over 200,000 citizens without electricity. In 2021, the Colonial Pipeline hack disrupted fuel supplies across the U.S. East Coast. And in 2023, multiple water treatment plants were compromised through unsecured remote access systems. These weren't isolated incidents, they were warnings. Behind every power switch, water pump, and factory valve lies a SCADA system, supervisory control and data acquisition, the digital nerve center of modern infrastructure. They were built for efficiency, not for war. And now they're prime targets for nation-states and organized cybercrime. Traditional military defense can't protect them, because the next world conflict might begin not on a battlefield, but in a server room. The landscape of cyber warfare is evolving, fast. State-sponsored groups, often linked to intelligence agencies, are now the architects of digital weapons. Their motives go far beyond money. They seek influence, leverage, and control. Groups like Sandworm, APT-29, and Lazarus aren't just stealing data. They're testing systems for future attacks. Meanwhile, ransomware as a service has industrialized hacking. For a small fee, even low-skilled attackers can rent malware to cripple entire networks. And what was once confined to IT systems is now targeting OT, operational technology, the very backbone of physical infrastructure. A simple piece of malicious code could shut down a hospital ventilator or trigger a chemical overflow. Cyber weapons today aren't loud explosions. They're silent infiltrations, undetectable, persistent, waiting for a signal to strike. Here's how it happens. An engineer clicks a seemingly harmless email. Malware enters the corporate network, invisible, patient. Weeks later, it spreads quietly into the plant's control system. Suddenly, turbines shut down. Pressure valves malfunction. Cities go dark. This is the anatomy of a cyber attack, invisible until it's too late. And because many critical systems are decades old, even basic security upgrades are difficult. The vulnerabilities are baked into the very infrastructure that keeps our world running. Defending against modern cyber threats takes more than firewalls and passwords. It takes a new mindset. Zero Trust architecture assumes every user and system could be compromised, so everything must be verified. Network segmentation keeps intruders from moving freely once they're inside, and global threat intelligence sharing ensures one nation's defense strengthens another's. But cybersecurity isn't just about technology, it's about people. A single weak password, an ignored update, or a misplaced USB drive can open the door to disaster. True cyber defense must live in our culture, not just our code, because every click, every login, every choice helps protect the digital fortress we all depend on. No government can protect its critical infrastructure alone. From energy and telecom to water and transport, much of what keeps our world running is in private hands. That's why public-private partnerships aren't optional. They're essential for national resilience. Yet, collaboration is never simple. Private companies fear reputational damage if breaches become public. Governments, on the other hand, guard their classified methods closely. And between those silos, attackers find opportunity. Bridging that divide means building trust, not just through agreements, but through shared action. It means creating secure information channels where threats can be reported instantly. It means training side by side, government analysts and private engineers, preparing for the next digital storm together. Cyber resilience isn't built in isolation. It grows where industries cooperate, where borders blur, and where transparency replaces fear. Because in the face of global cyber threats, our greatest defense is not secrecy, it's unity. Cyber warfare knows no borders. Yet our policies still do. Data flows freely across continents, but laws stop at national lines. That's why global cooperation isn't just important, it's urgent. At the United Nations, diplomats debate what responsible behavior in cyberspace should mean. The UN is drafting norms, digital rules of engagement, to prevent cyber conflict before it begins. NATO has gone further, declaring that a cyber attack could now trigger collective defense, treating digital assaults like armed ones. But not every nation agrees. Some see transparency as weakness. Others view offensive cyber capabilities as a vital edge in modern warfare. This tension between openness and control, defense and dominance, defines the new global battlefield. The question is no longer, can we regulate cyber warfare? It's will we, before it spirals beyond diplomacy, beyond deterrence, and beyond our control. Because in cyberspace, the next great conflict may not start with missiles or tanks, but with a single line of code. Tomorrow's battles will be fought at quantum speed. Artificial intelligence is already automating both attack and defense, predicting intrusions before they happen, or generating polymorphic malware that adapts in real time. Quantum computing could either shatter modern encryption or create unbreakable codes. The arms race has already begun, but so has the innovation to defend. The nations that master cyber resilience won't just protect their systems, they'll protect their sovereignty.